Carnivore diet grocery shopping mistakes. What not to buy.
I'm a pastor, an entrepreneur, a world traveler, and a martial artist. But most importantly, I'm a devoted husband and dad with an amazing family. And the older I get, the more I realize the importance of being healthy so that I can be all that I can and should for my family. I haven't always been healthy though. In fact, I've struggled with my weight for a lot of my life. But in recent years, I found some great success in my weight loss and fitness journey living a lower carbohydrate lifestyle, particularly that of the keto and carnivore variety. Follow me on my journey as I continue to explore and share the benefits of living the low-carb lifestyle.
If you've ever walked into the grocery store trying to do carnivore, and then you walked out confused, frustrated, maybe way over budget, this video will save you time, money, and a lot of mistakes. That's right, friends. Today I'm breaking down the biggest carnivore diet grocery shopping mistakes, and more importantly, let's talk about exactly what not to buy if you want results. So most people don't fail carnivore in the kitchen. Instead, they actually fail at it in the grocery store. Let's go ahead and fix that, shall we? Mistake number one, buying meat that's too lean. Now, hands down, this has got to be the number one carnivore shopping mistake. Lean meat often looks healthy, and you've heard that it is, but actually it leads to hunger, cravings, and low energy. Here's some of the common traps you might fall in with regards to this. Chicken breast, extra lean ground beef, sirloin only, and other things like that. Instead, I want you to focus on buying things like ribeye, bacon, 80-20 ground beef, also some chuck roast. Remember that fat not only equals flavor, but on carnivore, it equals fuel. Mistake number two, falling for carnivore-friendly processed foods. That's right, friends. Just because it says keto or carnivore, that doesn't mean that it belongs in your cart. Oftentimes, it's not even carnivore or keto if you look at it. Some red flags include things like seed oils, sweeteners, zero-carb snacks, meat bars with tons of fillers in there. You get the idea. Here's the general rule. If it has a long ingredient list, then skip it. Real carnivore food doesn't need marketing. Remember, less is more. Mistake number three, overpaying for fancy cuts. That's right, overpaying for fancy cuts. You don't need grass-fed ribeye for every meal. Overbuying premium cuts will often equal to budget burnout. So better budget options include things like chuck roast, brisket, beef shank, ground beef, and also eggs. Remember, consistency beats perfection. Mistake number four, skipping the freezer section. One thing you need to understand is that frozen meat is not lower quality. It's actually often more affordable and just as nutritious. So this is where you want to look for things like frozen burger patties, frozen steaks, bulk packs. Remember that the freezer equals flexibility. Mistake number five, ignoring eggs and fats. Remember, carnivore isn't just steak. It's also eggs and fats that make it sustainable. So I would actually encourage you to always have these things on hand. Things like eggs, butter, bacon, tallow even, all right? These will save you when time and money is tight. Mistake number six, shopping without a plan. This is a big one right here, my friends. No plan equals impulse buys, and impulse buys will equal carnivore almost meals, right? You don't want that. So how do you fix it? Well, you want to make sure that you pick 2 to 3 proteins that you're going to focus on for the week, and then you want to buy in bulk and repeat meals because remember, simplicity wins. Here's your simple carnivore grocery list. If you're overwhelmed or maybe you think you can't do this, then go ahead and start here. Again, ground beef, ribeye or chuck, eggs, bacon, butter, salt. That's it. Certainly you can go beyond this, but if all you have are these things, you're going to be just fine. Remember, carnivore success starts before you cook, right? So you want to shop smarter, spend less, and believe it or not, if you're doing this, you can actually eat better. All right, my friends, listen, that's it. Hopefully this helped you. If it did, make sure you like and subscribe. Share this with someone. Also comment grocery. Let me know how you're doing. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.